Okay, is it working? Stupid phone. Okay, I'm Simpsons Forever 12, and I'm making a second video in 2 days. I know I made one yesterday. That was just a quickie. This is an actual video that I will work on, that I actually spent 10 minutes working on. Exactly 10 minutes. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, what was that? Was that supposed to be a joke? I don't know. Anyway, I have two things for you. First, one of them has to do with The Simpsons, one of them doesn't. But I hope they both become trends. I'm going to start with The Simpsons one. I had an idea to come up with the most ridiculous ideas for Simpsons episodes I could ever dream to think of. So, yeah. The Simpsons has done pretty much everything, but there's something that they probably will never do, and I wrote those down. And I really encourage you to do the same. Come up with horrible Simpsons ideas or outlandish Simpsons ideas, and post them on the YouTube for the world to see. If you're gonna do that, please post a response. I'd love for that to happen. So top 5 ridiculous Simpsons episodes. This is in no particular order. Lard Lad is a real boy, becomes a real boy, and the Simpsons has to take care of it by feeding it nothing but donuts, and Homer becomes in a rage because Lard Lad is taking all of his donuts, even though Lard Lad is a big statue, and yeah, ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't spend too much time thinking of that one, but yeah, Lard Lad is a real boy, Simpsons takes care of it. I don't know how they would need to take care of it, I don't know. Number 2, Maggie becomes a rock star and plays big concerts by just sucking on a pacifier, and she marries Gerald. You know, the baby with the unibrow. Yeah. Number 3, The Simpsons and Big Bang Theory crossover. This is more of an awesome idea than a weird idea, but I don't think it'll ever happen. But two awesome nerd things colliding, Simpsons and Big Bang Theory. I don't know how it would work, but it'd be awesome. Number 4, Snowball 2 learns to fly. I don't know how this would work. It's completely stupid, but that's what this whole list is about, isn't it? And number 1, Marge works at an erotic bakery. I mean, they would never do something like that. Marge working at an erotic bakery? Wait, what? They've already done that? I own the DVD? I'm talking to myself? Really? Okay, for real. Number 5 is Homer eats Bart. Homer accidentally eats Bart. Yeah, stupid, isn't it? Okay, done with that. Please post your video responses down below if you want to make another one, or just post them online. I'm subscribed to all of you guys, I believe. So, I will probably see it. So now on to the longer part of the program. I'm going to do my favorite movies. This isn't a top 10 list or anything or whatever, but these are just some of my favorite movies. I believe it was Simpsons Freak 1000. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but he did his favorite video games, but I'm doing my favorite movies. So, you'll definitely be surprised by some of the stuff if you've never actually talked to me before. I know Maniac and Ultimate, they probably won't be surprised by some of this stuff, but a lot of you probably will be. So I'm gonna start off with something that most of you should like. Back to the Future. Back to the Future, if you've never heard of it, it's one of the greatest cult 80s films of all time. It's hilarious. It's funny, and it's really awesome sci-fi, action, all that stuff. Very good. I love that movie. I just got it on DVD recently, actually, but I've loved it for a while. Watch the movie. Second, The Muppets. This is here because I have a soft spot for the Muppets. I grew up with the Muppets, using Sesame Street and stuff. And this was just, like, very nostalgic for me to watch. That's why it's on here. And overall, it's a pretty good movie. If you've never seen the Muppets before, I'm sure most of you have seen it. It's a pretty recent movie, but yeah, the Muppets, you should see it if you watched Sesame Street when you were younger. Number 3, this is when it gets kind of strange. None of you probably have ever heard of this. Les Miserables. This is a concert of a musical, and they're coming out with the movie later. I would have put that on the list if I'd seen it, and it was out yet. But Les Miserables, you're probably going to hear a lot about it this Christmas since they're coming out with a movie. But this is the concert at the O2 Arena. I'm not going to talk too much about it. It's probably not any of your guys' thing, but it's a musical. That's all I'll say. And it actually has Nick Jonas in it. Still, I love it though. I am a complete theater geek, which is weird because you don't usually see many Simpsons collectors that like theater. Yeah. But I am a theater geek. I'm in several shows. In fact, I have some stuff up there of me in a few shows. If you want to see it, I will show you. Yeah, these are all the shows I've been in. Wizard of Oz, Guys and Dolls, Slice for Algernon. There's me! Yay, I'm not going to show you all my face. Although you've seen my face, so I really shouldn't care, but I do! Sorry about that little tangent. I just wanted to show you a bit about me. Is that so wrong? The next one, The Shining. One of the greatest horror movies of all time, and the only one I will ever like. I really like this movie. I don't like any other horror movies. This one just always keeps my interest. Get your parents' permission to watch this first if you're under probably 13 or 14. Get your parents' permission to watch this. Before you, yeah. But if you get the permission, be prepared to be psychologically, like, weirded out. It's a very strange movie. Next, The Rise and Fall of WCW. I am a wrestling fan. I know Simpsons Maniac is a wrestling fan. This is a very good documentary. I want to get the ECW documentary. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but this is about a wrestling organization that rose, then fell to the ground. It's like The Rise and Fall in the title. Again, not many of you probably would have guessed this. Except I did write in a comment that I liked wrestling. But yeah, it's a pretty good documentary. Next, Simpsons movie. Do I have to explain? Next. Next. The Indiana Jones movies. I have 2 of them right here. But I love Indiana Jones. It's a great series, films. Not many people like the more recent one. I thought it was okay, but I still like the originals better. But Indiana Jones is a fantastic series. If you have not seen it, again, watch it. Next, what's it? Huh. I didn't realize there were so many discs in here. Nope, there's only one. Sorry. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters! Who are you gonna call? I'm going to call the Ghostbusters because this movie is fantastic. Ooh, there's tape on here. Hold on. I can't get the freaking tape off. Ugh. Okay, Ghostbusters. Very good movie. Another cult 80s movie. Except it's also a fantastic movie. Just watch it now. I got this for $5, by the way. There's no reason why you shouldn't watch that movie. It's $5. Star Wars series. If you don't like the Star Wars series, you are not a geek. Kidding. I am a proud geek. As you can see, most of these movies are geek movies. And we're not even getting to the really geeky stuff. That comes at the end. Star Wars. I only have A New Hope, but I love all the movies. The prequels aren't as good, but a lot of people got introduced through the prequels, including me. but I do like the older ones better. Next, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. The awesomeness that is on this disc is astounding. This movie's awesome. You should see it now. I got this for $10 last year. Should be even more of a reduced price. But this movie has so much awesomeness in it. If read the books first, though. Read the books before you watch this, because the books are awesome. Just plain awesome. And they don't this movie doesn't completely follow the books, but whatever. Next, definitely get your parents' permission before you watch this. This is probably the most raunchy thing on this list. The Jeff Dunham movies. Or the Jeff Dunham specials, I should say. He's coming out with a new one, which I'm really excited about. But I Am Controlled Chaos and Spark of Insanity. Again, ask your parents, because it's very raunchy humor. It's very funny, though, if you're old enough to understand it. I'm sorry if I'm insulting any of you. I'm just saying, get your parents' permission. But if you're old enough, just buy one of these DVDs or watch them on Comedy Central. There's a new one coming out in October. Very funny stuff. Again, parents' permission. Next, this is the second to last one. I'm sorry this video's taking so long. Young Frankenstein. One of the funniest frickin' movies ever. This is probably in everyone's top 5 comedy movies if they've seen it. Hilarious. Gene Wilder, who played Willy Wonka. Although now I associate him with this film. It's that good. Marty Feldman, Gene Wilder. Let's see who else is in it. It's directed by Mel Brooks, amazing. Peter Boyle, Cloris Leachman, Terry Garr. So many awesome comedy bits in this one. It's in black and white, but it was shot. But that was it was only shot that way because it looks more like an older Frankenstein movie. But it's very funny, very, very funny. You should probably get your parents' permission for this one too. Actually, no, it's not that bad. It's not horrible. Although it does have a lot of innuendos, if you know what I mean. Finally, my favorite movie of all time. This is my top. None of these were in order, but I had to save this one for last. Because it is my favorite movie of all time. It's a better comedy movie than Young Frankenstein, which is hard to top. But this is even funnier. If you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's a geek movie. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You either love Monty Python or hate Monty Python. I love it. I love this movie with a passion. It's hilarious. So funny. So funny. Watch this movie if you get a chance to. It is hilarious. There's so much. Every single scene makes me laugh out loud, and that doesn't really happen that much. I don't usually laugh out loud at stuff, but I always laugh out loud at this movie. This movie is so funny. Oh my god, you must watch this movie. Hilarious. So, those are my top favorite movies. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Please leave a video response with your crazy Simpsons ideas and your favorite movies. I'd love to see your guys' opinions on this stuff. Get to know a little more about you guys. I revealed quite a bit about me in these with using these DVDs, like how much of a geek I am, and that I actually love theater, which is weird. So yeah, please rate, comment, subscribe, and this is SO12 signing off.